Hello, today I'm going to show you how to seam seal the Visp Rain Mitts. Things you will need include your pair of Visp Rain Mitts, the included seam grip plus WP, some stuffing to fill it up. You could use newspaper, paper towels. I'm using some scrap Climb Shield Apex. A toothpick or other fine tipped tool to apply the seam grip, and then some way to dry them. You could either hang them up from the shot cord on the wrist, or you could prop it up over a water bottle or an upside down glass, something like that. The seams that you will need to seal on the rain mitts are the one that goes up over the thumb and across the palm, and the one that comes up the sides of the fingers and over the top of them. You don't need to seal the stitches down here. They're close enough to the end of the mitts that'll be either over your rain jacket or under it, depending on how you layer them. So first we will stuff the mitten using our stuffing. You do want to, let me find a smaller piece. You will want to start with the thumb and make sure you pack it down well as you go. You just want to get rid of as many wrinkles as possible so you've got a nice smooth seam to work with. All right, I'm just gonna use that shot cord to close it up, and then I'm gonna pull the other one to one side so that I can get around it easily. So then you can see I've got the seams pretty well opened up. There might be a few wrinkles, but you wanna get rid of those as much as possible. Then we will open up your seam grip, puncture just a very small hole with the tip of your toothpick, and then you're gonna put it on just a little bit at a time. Doing a larger glob and trying to spread it out further is gonna be a little bit harder to control. So I prefer to just take a very little bit at a time. It's kind of slow going, but it'll have a better result in the end. And then as you work your way around the seams, you do wanna be very careful around the couple of seam junctions where the thumb seam comes up to the side seam, and make sure you cover those areas really well. So I'm just gonna take a little bit on the tip of my toothpick and then paint along the edge of the seam, just making sure that I get that completely filled in. All right, when you're done, you will want to cap your sealant securely in case you need to do touch-ups. Then we'll take our mitten. I'm gonna remove a little bit of the stuffing and prop it up over my bottle of water. And I will leave it there for the recommended 8 to 12 hours to dry. And then once it has dried, you can take it, and we recommend just running it with your hand in it under a faucet to check for any spots you missed. You can find any leaks that way and touch them up afterwards.